Hello and welcome to another Rin Reads Sweet Valley Sunday. I'm super excited about today. Today we are looking at book 10, One of the Gang, and this means that I will now have officially done reviews of the first 10 books, and I'm so excited. I'm pretty sure I have up to 50 in order now, and then almost all of them from there on out. So there's a couple kind of random spots that I have to fill, but really pretty soon these are going to be in chronological order. So I'm super excited. One of the really fun things about collecting all of these has just been trying to find them and fill those gaps. Luckily, I'm working on Sweet Valley High while doing this, so I'm hoping that by the time I get there that there won't be quite so many gaps and I'll be able to do them chronologically as well. I have Percy with me again. So in this book, Jessica has always kind of been the center of attention, as we know, and she likes it that way. She ends up getting injured, so now she's on crutches, which is horrible because she's putting together the mini Olympics at school. And so she thought that she was going to be kind of the star of the mini Olympics, and now she can't participate in all of these physical things. Now, Pamela Jacobson, she has already had some physical limitations, which has made it difficult for her at school, has made it difficult for her to participate in things like phys ed class. It's made it difficult for her to get to and from her classes, and almost impossible for her to participate in the mini Olympics. And so what happens is Jessica takes Elizabeth's advice to change things around a little bit, inspired by Pamela, because now her dad has this ultimatum that she has to go to this like special ed school, and she doesn't fit in at Sweet Valley Middle School. It's a whole thing. I'm so sorry about my dog. So yeah, Jessica's got this whole thing going on, and she changes it so that she can participate, and she's doing it under the guise of trying to make things inclusive, but really she's just in it for herself. But of course at the end Jessica does the right thing, blah blah blah. Sweet Valley book. I find this, it's interesting. It's definitely showing what inclusivity was back in the late 80s and into the early 90s. When I went through school, there was definitely a separate classroom for special ed where children with different challenges would go to and were not in the mainstream. And here you can see a little bit of advocating that things should change, that things should be different, with the Pamela character. Unfortunately, Pamela Jacobson is not a character that I really remember, so I don't think that she really matters outside of this book, which is a disservice, really, to the series itself. I think that if Sweet Valley were to be remade nowadays, it definitely would need to be more inclusive, because it is not in any sense of the word. So I think that characters like Pamela should play a bigger part. Maybe the introduction of just a diverse cast instead of a bunch of white, rich California kids. And even the poor California kids get taken care of by the rich California kids. It's really this utopia of like 90s whiteness or late 80s, 90s whiteness that Sweet Valley really is. You don't start to see more diversity until you get into things like Sweet Valley Junior High, Sweet Valley High Senior Year, and yeah, there are some more diverse characters there, but once again, it's really not a lot. So I guess that would be one of my things that I would say about the series, is it's not inclusive. I do like that they kind of challenge those things. I think it's really good that they were making kids think about, like, is it okay? Do we need to include other kids? And those were questions that I never asked myself when I was a kid, and we never asked of each other. I'm a teacher now, and I can tell you that looking back, some of the kids that were in a special ed class this day and age would be integrated in my classroom. And I think that we've just taken different looks at things as time goes on. We've learned, we've grown, and I hope that we continue to learn and grow, especially where inclusion and diversity is considered. All in all, it was a fun book. It was a cute read. And yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you so much for joining me and joining Percy, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.